Well, hi, folks, and welcome to Inside OPSU. I'm the voice of the Aggies, Derek Barton, and we are here at, of course, our final home football game for our season and the 13th annual Chili Cookoff. It's a great day here, and of course, it's always a great day to be an Aggie. And of course, we're joined here by the university president, Dr. Tim Fulton, and lots of great things have been happening. And I know one of the things that we've been talking about a lot is the fastest growing university in the region. So let's talk about that first and explain to the people who don't understand what that all means.
You bet. For us, it's a distinction that this university's never had, and for the last 3 years in a row, within almost a 300-mile radius, about 298 miles, we're the fastest growing university in the region. What that means for us is a 7% growth in all of our revenue. So all the buildings and all of the refreshing of things, brand new classroom furniture, brand new technology for all of our people, all of the great projects like the football field, we're going to renovate the student union, all of those things have come about because of our growth. What it is we're giving people reasons to come. And 3 years in a row, I couldn't be any more pleased.
You know, and the other thing is that of course, trickles down into the fact that we've seen the biggest freshman classes that we've seen the last couple of years. Our enrollment has been up, several percent each of the last couple, 3 years. So, I mean, that just continues on to show what a great place Panhandle State is.
Absolutely. I mean, people are voting with their feet. And we know that if we can get them there, if you haven't been here in a while, you need to come see campus. It is remarkable. It is so beautiful. What we want, we call it the drive test. So a lot of people who come to a university will drive it 2 or 3 times before they ever get out and talk to anybody. So how you look when you show up, if you look like this is a place I want to be, these have the kind of people that I want, then you're going to choose us. And it seems like we're getting that done.
Well, and the thing is, we already know about this here at Panhandle State, but we're getting national recognition. And one of the things that come to mind is, of course, the U.S. News and World Report. We got recognized, and that is one of the top universities. Tell them about that as well.
Yeah, so U.S. News and World Report is a quality ranking. And so it has about a dozen formulaic markers that determine the academic quality and our capability as a university to produce graduates that can live the life that they want to live. When I first arrived in 2016, we'd never been ranked. Then we were ranked 110th, and then we moved up to 28, and this year we're number 26 in the Western region for regional universities. And so we're just that far out of the top 25, and of course we want that, but when you look from where we came to where we are, and it's great to be the fastest growing, it's great to have enrollment increases, it's great to have new revenue, but to have the experts, sort of the Academy Award of the higher ed world, say you are among the top 25 in the nation in quality, that just confirms what I've been saying my entire time here is we have the best teachers. I put our faculty, our staff, our campus, anything up against anybody in the United States. Our students get the best experience possible here, and we believe that they deserve the same experience that they get anywhere else. And now to climb above some of those other places anywhere else is just a blessing for us.
And you just mentioned it, to go back just a little bit, that gives us a little more ammunition when we're going to talk for sponsorships and endorsements and everything. It gives us a little more legs to say, see, other people and nationally are recognizing what we're doing, so here's why you should be a part of our team.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So a lot of people don't know this. I am ably assisted by a great young man who's got an amazing future, a guy named Dr. Ryan Blanton, in all of our fundraising. We have surpassed the all-time high of fundraising in our first 3 years here. And so that fundraising allows us to build stuff. I really see money in this scenario as a tool. And so you can't save your way into prosperity. You have to grow your way into prosperity. And as you start to achieve these things, people are willing to invest in you. And then when you do what you say you're going to do, the investments keep coming and growing, and that really seems to be what's happening with us now, which is an amazing time. And one of the things that you and I always share is we always say it's a great day to be an Aggie. It's a great time to be on campus. Life's really lived in chapters. And this chapter for our university is going to be one that I think all of us are going to look back and go, I was part of something special.
Right, and I think, to elaborate on that, the rest of the book is still yet to be written.
Absolutely.
So it's going to be exciting. So, well, of course, we're here in the last football game, Chili Cookoff and everything. Today is our senior day, and we're also going to honor some of our national champions and recognize some people here at our game. So talk about, of course, first of all, senior day here that we've got going on.
Yeah, so our football team has transformed into a group of young men that have inspired the region. Really happy with Coach Majeski and the program he's putting together. I can't wait to see what he does with a full year of recruiting under his belt.
Yeah.
His assistants are doing great. The players who are here have really adapted and bought into his program. If you weren't here at homecoming, you missed arguably one of the best games
Yeah.
in OPSU history. It was so exciting, double overtime win, and they showed no quit. And I was so proud of them. And they were led by those seniors. And I can't wait to shake their hand and thank their parents and see them on the field today.
Well, before I came to Panhandle State, of course, all I heard from friends of mine that have been here is, Rodeo University. And, of course, 7-time national champion team, 19 individual titles that we've had, and we're going to honor one of our last year's champion at the CNFR, Bo Peterson, today at halftime.
And an amazing young lady out of Kansas. She's not only a national champion, she does these things right. And the most amazing thing to me about her is she is as humble as she was when I met her on her recruiting trip. And now she competed at the American. She has done so many amazing things. The interesting thing is we do have 19 titles. We had 18 titles until she won last year. The only event in rodeo that we never won a national championship in was goat tying, and she got that done for us as a freshman. And so I was so pleased that she came back, and I think she's going to do great things. I can't wait for the crowd to see the ESPN footage.
Yeah.
On our big screen. That's just going to be an amazing moment for everybody, I think.
And to reiterate just a little bit more on that is the fact that last year when we finished up our college rodeo, our rodeo team took top 3 places in the goat tie. We won the region in all 3, so that's just a testament to the great program.
Yep.
Speaking of great programs, of course, we've got a coach that's been in here a couple years now, but of course our volleyball program made postseason this year. New coach Shelby Bartley, so that's a great testament to the program as well.
Absolutely. So 2nd year in a row that we went. Last year was the first time in history. We had a late coach change, which was very disappointing for a lot of people, including me. But Coach Bartley stepped up, her first head coaching job, and I think she did a beautiful job. It is so difficult to get these folks sort of pulling in one direction, and then to have a coaching change literally at the last minute, and to have Shelby come in and say, we can do this. And it really was everybody. It was the athletic department, it was you, it was me, sort of doing everything we could along with the faculty to put our hands around these young athletes and saying, you can do great things. And so for them to go to the postseason, given all they'd been through, that's just all-star stuff.
Well, and speaking of first time and postseason, of course, we introduced men's and women's soccer this year, and a great kudo to our men's soccer team.
Right.
They qualified for postseason, had a great season, so things are looking good for the soccer program here.
Coach Mizuraka has done an amazing job. 26 countries represented. And what's interesting is to see how well he's done to fit in with our coaching staff, and how gracious and how appreciative he is of our faculty and how we do things. He's been to several places, and every time I talk to him, he says the people treat us better here than anywhere else I've ever worked. And he really loves to brag on the faculty, and that's great because we always talk about what we're going to build and how we're going to do and where we're going to go, but ultimately the faculty are the ones that deliver the best product we have. And so that kind of academic achievement and that kind of academic buy-in to giving people reasons to come so we can help them fulfill the promise of their potential, couldn't be happier.
Well, another thing that I wanted to talk about, and it's probably not been widely publicized yet, but we're going to start pushing up more and more, the Century Club. Talk about what this is, because it's going to be a neat thing, and when it's all done, it's going to look sharp.
Yeah, so our first project this year, we are 110 years old, and typically at universities, for your anniversaries like 110, 115, 120, you do different kinds of campus projects to commemorate this milestone. When you think about the fact that we've been around for that long, 2 years after statehood, here we come kind of a deal, and you think about the hundreds of thousands of students that we've put out into the world to do great things, we wanted to pick a project that we thought was going to stand the test of time. In the early 1900s, a sculptor donated a statue made out of concrete that was actually the cast that he's used for a bronze sculpture. It had stood in our square. It had been moved a couple times, but it had stood in our square for well over 80 years. And it looked like it had been there for about 80 years. So I guess back in the day, one of the traditions was they used to paint it during graduation. So it has been painted like a zebra. It's been painted tie-dye, orange, everything else. Well, it literally had about 1.5 inches worth of layers of paint. As we started to pull that away, we were afraid that that it was going to fall apart.
Right.
A very generous donor that I was having lunch with said, "What's going on? How can I help? We're so proud of what your people are doing." And I said, "We got to do something about this statue." They gave us a donation so we could get the statue down, take it to the foundry, and we're going to have the sewer recast in bronze. And I'm most excited. We're going to keep the original sewer. We're going to put it either in our brand new student union or in our theater, and so we won't lose that piece of history. But we're going to keep that statue moving forward. The Century Club is something that we're going to do every year, where we ask all of our alumni and friends to give $100 toward a campus improvement project. So one of the reasons I think that we've been so successful is that we show well. And people are so excited when they come and they see the Christmas lights, which are going to come in December, which is that brings thousands of people to our campus. If you haven't been out, I'd really encourage you to come. But what the Century Club is going to do is help us fund some of those things, so that we can really marry our campus activities with what we want to do in the community.
Yeah, and it's going to be so neat to see that beautiful bronze standing out there in the square there. So the other thing is the technology center groundbreaking. This is something that, I don't even know a lot about. Right. So tell us about this.
Never been done in history. So this is a partnership between the city of Guymon and their industrial foundation, Guymon Public Schools, High Plains Technology Center out of Woodward, and Oklahoma Panhandle State University to all come together and write a grant, $1.5 million, to build a technical education center. And what that technical education center is going to do is offer technical degrees that plug right into an academic degree. And those academic degrees are ultimately going to end up giving students more earning capability. And for me, the best part about that is a student can work for 2 years as a certified welder after being 1 year in the program there. Okay. And then they can go on, and if they want to, if they want to come back and get an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree, they earn about $30,000 more a year for every step they take.
Wow.
And so to be able to provide that, to me, Derek, you said you didn't know a lot about it. This has never been done in the state of Oklahoma. And so next Friday we're going to have the groundbreaking. It's something that I've been working on for about 3 years. And mostly when you're working on something for that long, when it finally happens, you're like, I'm finally glad it's over. I've been cranking on it for so long. In this particular case, I think I'm more excited now that we're doing it than I was when I first had the idea. The best part as a leader of this university is I took an idea to my people, and my people took it and ran with it, and they made great things happen that will give literally thousands of people's opportunities to live in the Panhandle if that's what they want to do.
Well, I'll tell you what, so many great things, and we've just scratched the surface of things that we're looking to do. So, Dr. Fulton, we appreciate all that you and Dr. Blanton, Dr. Dinger, Benny, everybody does around here, and everybody behind the scenes. And like I said, we've got this chapter being written, but there's a whole book yet to go, and it's going to be exciting to see how it all finishes out. So I appreciate the time.
You bet. Derek, I want to say something about, we have been so good since you joined our team. Our atmosphere, our game day, all of that has been great. We appreciate you so much. Athletics has really stepped up in a big way. I know that's your shop and your tribe, and we couldn't be any more proud of them. It's a great day to be an Aggie.
Amen to that. Appreciate the time.
You bet.
All right, we are back here inside OPSU at the 13th annual Chili Cookoff here for our last home football game. We're joined by our good friend Charles White here at State Farm Insurance in Guymon. And first of all, what you got cooking today?
Well, we have a lot cooking. So we have hot links, we have sausages, we have hot dogs, I have some pork tenderloin, and then of course, for the chili cook-off, we have my famous chili that has smoked brisket in it. So hopefully number 5, vote for number 5. Yeah.
And of course, you've been a part of OPSU and the tailgate for a long time, but the other thing that some people maybe haven't had a chance to come out, and we are so honored, you are now the scoreboard sponsor here for Anchor D Stadium. It's such a great thing that you guys have stepped up and done to be a part of OPSU athletics for the next 5 years. So, talk about that.
Yeah, so, obviously my wife and I are both alumni, and we're very proud to be alumni of OPSU. And so we really want to give back to the college, and we thought that would be a great way to give back to the college, but also benefit us as a business. So we're excited to be a part of that and excited to be here at the tailgate.
Well, of course, he's just one of the many parts of us here for our tailgate and, of course, our OPSU family. Well, welcome back to Inside OPSU at the Chili Cookoff, 13th annual Chili Cookoff here. We're at the PBL booth, and we've got a group here, so we're just going to, first of all, let you introduce yourselves and then talk about your magic recipe that hope's going to be the winning chili.
My name is David Winger. I'm the Dean of the College of Business and Technology here at Panhandle State. And I have here, I'll just let them introduce themselves. So go ahead, Jaden.
My name is Jaden Valdez. I am a CIS major, freshman here, but I'm part of PBL, and I'm the chili chef.
Yeah, Jaden is our special guest cook today. and also we have a faculty member here today.
Hello, my name's Kim Smith, and I'm an advisor with PBL as well as a business instructor.
You know, it blows my mind that this is the 13th annual Chili Cook-Off, because I remember 13 years ago, 13 years ago, we were having the cook-off. Actually, the cook-off was happening down in front of the Meats Lab. There were 3 teams. And you're looking at the guy that won the first annual Chili Cook-Off. Yes, I'm still proud of that. So we have a lot of fun here. And I'm really excited because I've tasted like 3 or 4 chilies already. But Jaden's is definitely up there. It is really good.
Well, I'll tell you what, it is just great to see the turnout. Couldn't ask for a better day for this.
Awesome weather.
So, and great football, last football game. So good luck on the chili, and we'll see how it all comes out.
All right, thanks. And don't forget, when it comes to chili, we mean business.
Well, welcome back inside OPSU here at the 13th annual Chili Cook-Off, and we are here at the Halo booth, and we've got, of course, Karen here. Introduce yourself first, and then tell us about your booth and your chili.
Hi, my name is Karen Rios. I'm a senior here at Panhandle State this year. And then this is our OPSU Halo. So vote for number 14. 18, excuse me, sorry.
Well, you know, to give them just a quick overview, what is Halo all about?
So HALO stands for Hispanic American Leadership Organization. So really what HALO does is try and set up a lot of the college students for success. So we're pretty involved around campus. We do our famous taco sale that we do every year. And then we also do Noche de Gala, which is coming up actually this Tuesday. So we're pretty excited about that.
Well, I'll tell you what, it smells pretty good from back here. So booth 18 for the Halo booth, and come try it here at the Chili Cook-Off. Well, welcome back to Inside OPSU here at the 13th annual Chili Cook-Off, and we are here at the Anchor D Bank, one of our great sponsors. Of course, the stadium sports the name here, and we're joined by Barry Strain here. Are you the master chef? Is that what your job here?
Sure. Yeah.
So talk about your guys' chili. It looks pretty good.
It's just, I don't know. You want the recipe? I'll give it to you.
You know,
it's open. What is that called? Open source.
Oh, okay. There you go. It's open to the public. It's public
like
domain
it.
for the recipe.
We're going for 5th year.
I was just going to
in a
ask
row.
you. You guys have won it like the last 5 years, haven't you?
The People's Choice. Yes.
Yeah. Good. So, well, you know, it's a great thing that you know, Anchor D's out here all the time, and you guys are such a part of OPSU. And, you know, just from all of us, Dr. Fulton and Dr. Blanton and all of us, we can't tell you how much we appreciate everything that Anchor D does for us here at Panhandle State.
Yeah.
Well, good luck on the chili, and maybe we'll go for 6. Welcome back to Inside OPSU. Derek Barton along with you as we are here at the 13th annual Chili Cook-Off. And, you know, you hear us talk about all of the chili, but, hey, we got to have some dessert, too. And we've got Wilson Welding behind us, and they've been here for a couple of our tailgate setups. Great fried pies and ice cream, and so when you get good chili, then you got some great dessert to go along with it. So we've got all bases covered here at OPSU, and of course our Chili Cook-Off. So it's a great day to be an Aggie and a beautiful day. We couldn't have asked for any better. Well, welcome back to Inside OPSU here at Oklahoma Panhandle State University, our 13th annual Chili Cook-Off. Great day, getting ready for some exciting football, but let's go into the Boys of Spring here. We're talking to our new baseball coach, Sean Joy here. First of all, welcome to Oklahoma Panhandle State. You've been here for a while, but let's talk about some of the exciting things coming up for OPSU baseball.
We've got a great schedule planned for this spring. It's going to be very, very challenging for our players, but it's got to get us ready for our conference, which, as you know, is very tough. So we're getting ready for that. Right now, we're in the middle of our conditioning part of our program. a lot of conditioning and stuff, and then also a lot of community service. We're going to local schools, local YMCA. We're doing a lot of stuff with them as well. So a busy time still.
Well, and of course, in the fall, you guys had a chance to play some games, some inter-squad games, and some, scrimmages and stuff. And then, of course, you had the big World Series. That went really great this year.
That was a very competitive World Series. It went 3 games. Heck, the last game came down to bases loaded, 3-2 count, 7-6 ball game. So whenever the guys compete, which is great, and we're just looking forward to the spring.
Well, again, his name is Sean Joy. He is the new head baseball coach here at Oklahoma Panhandle State. Welcome, Coach, and we're ready for baseball.
So are we. Thank you.
Well, welcome back to Inside OPSU, and we are joined by our police chief here for Goodwill. And first of all, introduce yourself for people who don't know you.
My name is Wes Gray. I've been the police chief here since September of 2019.
And of course, Wes, you came out of Guyman and have been here for a while, so
yes,
you've been a part of the community. But let's talk about community. The Goodwill Police Department, very involved with the community and things that go on here at OPSU.
Yes, sir. One of my biggest things is transparency with the police department, along with customer service. I feel that we can't be a successful police department without the community backment, and it just doesn't happen. Too many police departments across the country have had issues with their community, and I can't have that. So, customer service is key for me.
Well, of course, and he gets into it even more because he actually's got his pot of chili. So
we do.
We'll see how that goes on the voting. And
the number 27, the best chili out here.
Okay. So, we've heard that a lot today.
I can handle that. So
all right. Well,
we'll
we appreciate the time and appreciate all you do for OPSU.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Welcome back to Inside OPSU. Derek Barton along with you. We are joined by our good friend and great sponsor here and supporter of Oklahoma Panhandle State University, Jim Quimby with Bank of the Panhandle. And you know, Jimmy, you guys are always here for the tailgates. I see you and your wife at all of the basketball games. But Bank of the Panhandle really does take pride in all of they do to support out here at OPSU.
Oh, we do. You know, I think I've talked to you about this before, but you know, over half our employees at the bank either have graduated from or attended classes at OPSU. We're really proud of that. I graduated from here years ago. I'm not going to tell you how many years ago, but we all know it's getting farther and farther down the road every year. But you know, we love OPSU. We love the tailgate. We love the camaraderie, getting out here to see people and visit with them. And I'm really proud of the fact that actually when we very first started it, what's it been, 5 years ago we started this?
This is our 13th annual.
No, not for the chili cook-off,
okay.
Just for the tailgate.
Okay, yeah, for the tailgate.
And I think I've been part of them, you know, over the years. I've been with 2 or 3 different teams, you know. When Jimmy Draper was alive and Jess Nelson, you know, of course, we used to come out here and do it, and we do it for the Hitch Ranch and different things, and we had a lot of fun doing that, and we're all proud to be supporters. And you know, Lanny Wilson, I know he's here. He was one of the very first. Matter of fact, if I remember right, there was 5 of us in the very first contest, and he won the very first contest. But as far as tailgating, you know, when we started this tailgating deal, I think maybe this is the 4th or 5th. I don't even remember what.
Yeah.
But we were the very first tent to sign up to be a tailgater, and we're glad to do it, and we want to be here every year, and that's what we intend to do. So,
well, him and his bride are, of course, also in the OPSU Hall of Fame. So, Jimmy, again, we appreciate it, and I know you've got great eats back here, so we'll see how it comes out in the judging of the contest, and we always appreciate your support.
You bet. Get you a taste before you leave. I think you'll like it. So everybody come out and enjoy it, and I think it's a great day. Beautiful day. The winds went down. It don't get any better than this for November. Between last week and this week both, it don't get any better than this.
Yep. Appreciate the time, Jimmy.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate you. So, and Panhandle State.
Welcome back to Inside OPSU. We are joined now by David Watkins, of course, with Seaboard Foods. And, you know, for anybody who has not been out here and seen what Seaboard does out here at the tailgate and for OPSU, it's amazing. But you guys were a big sponsor earlier this year for our homecoming setup.
We were. Every year we enjoy the homecoming. We're into the, I don't want to call it fast food, but we're the fast and furious. You know, the more people we can feed, the more people we can get out here helping, and it's a zoo, and it's always a little cooler that day. We got lucky this year, so.
And you had the T-shirt gun out that one day.
Had the T-shirt gun out. Yeah, that's new this year, and we've used that at high school games, and we've used it over here. So enjoy doing that. So.
Well, and it's a great partnership that we have with Seaboard as far as OPSU, and you guys have always been a big supporter of everything that goes on out here at Oklahoma.
We hope we're hiring a lot of the graduates. Honestly, we're down here recruiting throughout the year as well, and it's at Seaboard's got a lot of different opportunities for a lot of different people and a lot of different curriculums, really. So it's good for us. It really is, and we enjoy being a part of it. And I enjoyed the chili cook-off today, and we didn't enter, but we're cooking tenderloin and sliders and hot dogs and bacon. If you haven't had you did have the bacon, that's right.
We'll be getting some more here in a little bit, yeah. All right, well, David, again, for what Seaboard does for us out here at Oklahoma Panhandle State, we greatly appreciate it.
We love being a contributor, so thank you.
Welcome back to Inside OPSU as we are just about ready to wrap things up. The chili cook-off is still going on. Lots of people here, some great chili, and now I'm going to get out of here, try some more myself. Of course, we've got football coming up here in just a little bit as well, our last home game. But folks, if you haven't had a chance to take a look at some of the great things going on out here at Oklahoma Panhandle State University, schedule a tour. Also check out our website. It's opsu.edu. Stay up to date on athletics at opsuaggies.com. We've got great social media for Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. You can stay updated, but if you've got a group that would like to come out and see some of the changes, get a hold of us. I mean, it's amazing, as Dr. Fulton was saying, we're writing chapter after chapter, but we're still writing the book of what's happening out here at Oklahoma Panhandle State University. So a lot of exciting things going on. We appreciate, of course, PTCI for all their hard work and carrying inside the OPSU. So again, it's a great day to be an Aggie, and this is the 13th annual Chili Cook-Off inside OPSU.